Where are we?
You stand aboard our time craft. We will arrive at Eldorado headquarters presently.
Eldorado?
Chapter 10 Ragnarok, End of Days.
This is Eldorado. That's right, this is their main base.
Oh, my beloved little bus! I was beginning to think I'd never see you again.
They transported it here?
This doesn't make any sense.
Follow me.
Do you think it's a trap?
Whether it is or not, we don't have a choice. We'll just have to find out. Alright, well with a yo-ho-ho, it's TaleOfTheToaster. Welcome back to Let's Play Inazuma 11 Go Chrono Stones. We are in the future, with the TM boss as well, but we can't actually go in it. Instead, we must enter Eldorado headquarters, following our Ecks from Perfect Cascade. What is going on here?
This way.
Alright, I don't really think it was necessary to have a whole cutscene just to tell you to keep moving forwards, but we do have a teleporter. What happened here? Everything's damaged.
Looks like they have their own share of problems.
The briefing room is ahead. Your attendance is mandatory. This way.
I'm liking the kind of En's castle vibes we've got going on here. That feels like it's about to lead to En's room, but instead, it's a destroyed corridor in Eldorado. How did this get so bad? And why are we listening to this robot dude? But look where we are. This is not somewhere I ever expected to have freedom of movement in. And look at the bottom screen as well. It looks like you're skirting across nothing. But we are here in the briefing room. And these two want a word.
Greetings, Raimon 11 and company.
Chairman Argos!
Who?
The chairman has the final say in anything that Eldorado does. He's the mastermind behind all of this.
What are you planning to do to us?
We're not gonna do anything to you. We simply want to have a little chat.
There's nothing to chat about. Give us football back.
Yes, about that. As it happens, we've already set history back on its original course. Football, too, is no exception.
Huh? So everything's back to normal?
Correct. All interrupts have been cancelled, and the football ban has been lifted.
But why? There's a catch, isn't there?
Perhaps. Until recently we considered you our enemy, but now I'm afraid we must enlist your aid. We need you to help us fight the hyper-evolved children.
What? What makes you think we'll help you?
Oh, you will.
Ridicolo. Why are you so sure?
Simple. The hyper-evolved children are in possession of Mark Evans's Chrono Stone.
They've got Coach Evans.
They have, and unless you fight them, you have no hope of getting your dear coach back. You have no other option.
Ugh, but even if it comes to that, we'll never cooperate with a villain like you.
That's right. We can get Coach Evans back perfectly fine without your help.
Oh, can you now? And what makes you so sure I'm a villain?
How can you not be?
Do you even know why we've been trying to erase football from this world?
He's doing it to get rid of the hyper-evolved children, because without football, they wouldn't exist.
Precisely. And might I also add that by doing so, we can save the world.
What?
The Hyper-Evolved Children's Organization, NewGen, is a terrible danger to us all. Its members are gifted with extraordinary intelligence and physical ability. Some even exhibit psychic powers. The danger was established when the Hyper-Evolved Children decided to band together. Now they've started open rebellion. They've already conquered most major cities and seized a vast array of military weapons. They could start a war at any time.
But they're just kids like us.
Just kids like you, yes, except with fearsome powers that may wreak destruction upon us all. Their powers are able to shield them from any harm, so our weapons won't work on them. And amongst their ranks, there are those with telepathy, telekinesis, and goodness knows what else. As the name suggests, their genes mutated and accelerated the evolutionary process. It turned them into superhumans.
And that's who we're fighting? Yolky bulky.
If we do not act now, they will have the world in the palm of their hand. Worse, it could be the end of civilization as we know it.
This is insane.
This is why we took the actions we did. We tried to abolish football, the factor responsible for giving rise to the mutated genes. We thought that if we could erase the timeline, the hyper-evolved children would never be born. It was the only choice we had left.
But you children have gone strong. Stronger than any of us anticipated. So there's been a change of plans. They tricked you into fighting us, so we'll use their own weapon against them. We're gonna fight fire with fire.
You're gonna be playing with fire soon if you keep talking like we're your puppets.
But if they can't do anything, what chance do we have on our own?
Yeah, it's a tough one.
If you are prepared to join forces with us, I believe we may have a chance.
I told you already, we're not helping you. Even supposing that we did, there's no guarantee that we'd be stronger working together.
I'd listen to the man if I were you.
Ah, Mr. Evans.
I'd say you and Eldorado are on just about equal footing now. You really ought to take him up on his offer. Our utmost priority is to save football. And if those children born of football wind up destroying the world, then there won't be any football left to protect.
It's still hard to believe that football caused all this. I get it. We have to win so that football doesn't make everything bad in the future. That's basically it. I just want to save football. I don't want people to get rid of it. I won't let it become something that people hate. As always, you're right.
Fan-dabby-dozy, we're good to go then.
If everything's settled, allow us to present everything we know about the hyper-evolved children thus far. No way! Coach Sharp and Coach Blaze!
Now those really are some unexpected faces. Sure enough, I guess Argos and Guile were going to be in Eldorado headquarters, but these two? What's going on here? How come you're here?
That would be my doing. I summoned these two here, you see. Their assistance is vital in order to ensure victory in the final battle, Ragnarok.
What's Ragnarok?
To answer that, I should first explain everything that has been happening in our time. 1 year ago, NewGen declared war on us. They struck hard, with their most talented fighters on the front line. Neither we nor the police force could do anything to stop them. Our weapons bounced off them and our bases fell, one after the other.
Your weapons bounced off? How is that possible?
As I said, they are no ordinary humans. Those with the HEC gene all exhibit incredible powers. And they can feel ampoules with their destructive auras and load them into their weapons. And by doing so, they can match the offensive power of the military's war machines.
Many of our facilities have already fallen to them. They may look like children, but the reality is that they are very, very dangerous.
But what reason do they have for doing all this? They want to rule the world and rebuild it anew. And they want revenge on all the adults who scorned them and feared them for what they are. A few days ago, they came to me with a proposition. They asked us if we would hold a football tournament, Ragnarok. The winners would gain complete control over Eldorado itself. We teeter on the brink of war, and the only thing stopping it is a football tournament.
This isn't right. Football shouldn't be about war. What would happen if they take control of Eldorado?
They'd have control over the entire planet.
No way!
In other words, the ones who win Ragnarok lay claim to the future of mankind.
What kind of tournament is Ragnarok?
Each side will put forward its 3 strongest teams, and they'll play each one match. The side with the most wins earns the victory.
So it's as simple as best out of 3?
It is precisely that simple, and yet the fate of the world rests on those 3 little matches. We have 3 days to prepare and to decide who will represent each team.
Am I supposed to work with your players and balance out each team? Listen, mate, we are right up there. We're one step away from becoming the Ultimate 11. We can take them ourselves, Arian.
Ahem, you are not right up there. How many times have I told you? Without all 11 members, you don't even reach half the strength of the full team. The most important thing in football is having every player working together in harmony. For now, it's best that you team up with them.
Always bursting my bubble, ain't ya?
No objections here. We can't afford to waste time anyway, from the looks of things.
There's something I find odd, though. Why would the hyper-evolved children make such an offer to Eldorado? With the way things are going, couldn't they just keep on and take the world by force?
They don't have the luxury of time. They were gonna realize sooner or later, I suppose.
Realize what?
The hyper-evolved children surpass the limits of human ability. As a direct result, they have drastically reduced lifespans. According to our estimates, they won't even make it to adulthood. Ouch. Their lives will expire before they reach the age of 20. In other words, in another 5 or 6 years, they'll be gone and we'll be free of them.
Then why try so hard to fight against them right now? Why not wait them out?
We wouldn't hold out that long. They're smart. They want the whole world in their grasp while they're still alive, and the damage they'll cause may be irreversible. No, the only way we're getting out of this is if we pool our players and finish them with football.
Wait, what do you mean finish them?
Oh, we won't hurt them, but we do want to put on a display of our power. The hyper-evolved children have declared that only their genes should live on, and that we should be destroyed. Therefore, if we can prove that we're better than them, they'll concede and accept that their rebellion had no purpose. And that's about the size of it. So you see, we absolutely must win. This is humanity's last stand, the final battle of Ragnarok.
So fighting them really is our only option. Gah. What? What was that?
Guile speaking. What? Chairman, the hyper-evolved children have us surrounded. What have they got up their sleeve now?
Are they trying to destroy our headquarters? Quickly, everyone, get outside! This way! Look. You despicable monsters! They destroyed You're the guy from before.
Hope you enjoyed our little opening ceremony there.
I thought you were supposed to fight us with football.
Yeah, that's still happening. Let's get this show on the road then.
It's a stadium.
Stage is set. Welcome to the end, Ragnarok Stadium. This is where we, New Gen, will usher in a new world.
Incroyable! They turned Eldorado into a stadium? Simeon, you're one of the hyper-evolved children? That's right. Oh, and I'm the ruler of New Gen too, by the way. So, you're their leader? Got it in one? I'll be the ruler of the world pretty soon too. Don't forget that. Really? We've made some living space for you in the stadium. Make yourselves at home. See you in 3 days' time for the first match. That's plenty of time for you to get ready, right? Not that it makes much difference. What's... Faye, are you okay? I'm fine, but thanks for the concern.
Look on my works, ye mighty, and despair, is it? Indeed, this would be why they never specified a venue for the tournament. It seems we've no choice but to go in.
Let's go in too. You sure about this? The hyper-evolved children look like more than we can handle.
Look strong, yes, but match us? Well, sore not know until sore try.
Alright, well there's no choice but to go in. There is at least a shop accessible now outside Ragnarok Stadium. There's never really anything brilliant there. Well, there's a decent bit of equipment and some daily meal pouches. Is that how food works in the future? It sounds a lot simpler, to be honest. You still can't make it to the bus. You can have a quick look in the inner link. Important messages, yeah, just about everything that's happening is probably important right now. That was a lot of information that they just offloaded on us, and it's quite a lot to comprehend in general. What a weird scenario this is, but yeah, as it turns out, I guess Protocol Omega weren't that bad, and actually it's these hyper-evolved children folk who pose the biggest danger. I mean, we don't have to like Protocol Omega, that's certainly something you can say. I mean, pretty much the viewing audience does anyway, solely because of Beta. RX is waging in on our inner link meanwhile. We thought Bylung was supposed to be the straightest talker in this blog, but then RX, an actual android, logs in. Yeah, definitely didn't expect to see you here, nor did I expect this stadium to take the place of Eldorado's headquarters, but here we are. This room's different from before.
I am relieved to see you safe, sir.
Alpha. And Beta. Here, man, who's this Gadget again? Oh, come on, I'm Gamma.
Good to see you again, all of you.
Nice timing, sir. We've just done our time at the Contra facility. What's this? A welcome home present? You shouldn't have.
This isn't the way I originally planned to do any of this, but first things first, I don't believe you've been formally introduced. These are the team members you'll be playing alongside during Ragnarok. Alpha, Beta, Gamma, Mike, Romeo, and Ecks.
In serio? You're telling us to work with these guys? Fat chance of that.
Likewise, I'm not pairing up with inelegant louts like these.
Excuse me?
We've endured intense remedial training at the Contra facility. We have no need for the likes of Raimon. But as it's a direct order from the chairman, I suppose it's required of me to lend my services.
Well, someone's full of himself.
You'll be split into 3 teams for Ragnarok. Naturally, each team will have a coach. Your coaches will be Jude Sharp, Axel Blaze.
Yes, then the third coach must be none other than the magnificent Clark von Wunderbar.
The third coach will be me.
Yes, I had guessed as much. Still, I thought there might have been a sliver of a chance, but no.
We'll be monitoring each of your abilities during the next 3 days. That will allow us to determine how best to divide you up between the teams. We'll announce the lineups before each match.
So it's basically a test to see who's good enough.
You are to work on your training until further notice. Dismissed.
How are we supposed to work with these guys?
Oh, Alpha. I've been looking forward to this, Arion Sherwind. You have? Ever since we suffered defeat at your hands, I've felt strange. What is this feeling? It is as if there is an itch I cannot scratch. But perhaps now I will finally find out why I feel this way. Okay? Time marches on. We will meet again when the match begins.
Acting all cool. Hope they can back it up on the pitch.
Yeah, come on, let's train.
Team, it's been short, but you've been through the ringer these past 3 days. Well done.
Rest easy tonight. We want you on the top of your game for tomorrow. Yes, coach.
You know how we're fighting to save the world, like? I still can't get it into my head.
I can hear my teeth chattering. If they use psychic powers, we won't stand a chance.
Yes, that could be a problem. But we can't lose. We won't. We'll win this, and we'll get football back, and Coach Evans too. Right. If we all work together as a team, it'll be fine. Yeah.